glance, it's hard to tell that this sea of orange actually represents a vanishing act by one of California's tastiest fruits. The fruit is the Blenheim apricot. Once revered in the Santa Clara Valley for its taste and texture, it ruled the produce section in the 1920s, which is around the time the Rossi family began growing the sweet treat at their B&R Farms in Hollister.
Well, B&R Farms actually started in 1929. My husband's grandparents migrated down to San Benito County, and then my in-laws, Elsie and Emil Rossi, continued the trend, second generation, and then Jim and I came on board. Along with that, as of the last year and a half, our youngest son, fourth generation, has joined the family, and the fifth generation is on board and enjoying all those healthy Blenheim apricot snacks that you're seeing.
The fruit, once prized for its sweet honey-like flavor, has now become relegated to an afterthought in this area, now mainly because of urban growth and the popularity of other varieties that were easier to ship. But thanks to a handful of farmers like the Rossis, the Blenheim hasn't left us just yet.
We are a niche in the Blenheim apricots. There's very few of this particular variety left in the state of California, and we held on just a little longer, and we're constantly perfecting and the quality and the standards, and we stand behind our product considerably.
Mary and her husband Jim and their sons have all managed to hold on to about 100 acres of the fruit at the family farm, and each summer they gear up for a sunrise to sunset race to the finish line of harvesting the fruit. Their frenetic summer begins with harvest, with about 400 to 500 tons being picked, and they'll need every bit of it because it actually takes about 6 pounds of fresh apricots to make 1 pound of dried. And from the orchard, it travels across the street to the Rossi's packing shed, where they work at a frantic pace to get the fruit from tree to tray.
As you can see, they're all hand-fed. We used to hand-cut everything one by one. These are cleaned. The boxes are coming already sorted and cleaned. The apricots need to be all face cup up.
From here, the fruit sits in the sun for about 7 to 10 days, and then the sweet treats are ready to be packaged and enjoyed by you and I. And in recent years, the family has found success in a bottle, literally, by bottling up the dried Blenheim apricots into jams, jellies, and sauces. The rich, intense flavor of these products is creating fans across the world and at home as well.
I'm constantly educating the next generation. I think it's very, very important to share what good quality fruit, dried apricots, produce we have right here in our states.
From their own kitchen to the kitchen of talented chefs, B&R products can also be found at local restaurants like the Grove restaurant in nearby San Benito. Chef Mark Johnson prides himself on showcasing the local farming talent with the hope that customers leave with a little taste of what farm to fork in California is all about.
I brought some products in, a little bit of everything, and said, here you go, Mark, come up with something and surprise me.
One of my favorite parts about the honey is the texture that's still in it with the apricot. It's incredible. I mean, to have it, I think it's probably about 2.5 miles away from us. So to get them in and, you know, by the 50 pounds, by the 100 pounds is incredible. And finding ways to use them and be creative is what keeps a person like myself as a chef inventive and moving forward and striving to do new things.
Right off the freeway, it's easy to see why customers pop in for some good old-fashioned food and locally grown treats at the restaurant. Mark's goal is to utilize the abundance of regionally grown products to create a locally grown freshness that's unparalleled and to highlight the people behind the products.
And to see how much effort they put into it and how much, you know, they talk about it and the passion you see from them really strives and pushes you to make the best of what they're giving you.
Making the connection between farmer and consumer and opening people's eyes and showcasing the beauty of local farms is something Mary and her team get to do each week at the Hollister Farmers Market as they get people to learn about this special taste of history.
That's okay, it's the right color.
Why don't you put on something a little nicer?
I'm good. Here you go. The apricots are getting cut and we'll probably wrap up the harvest today.
And from market to restaurant to their own kitchen and farm, this family is working hard to bring good food to people who will truly savor it. They hope that by sharing their history of this sweet treat, it may just be the key for future generations to enjoy the Blenheim as well.
I do love educating everyone, and I do love sharing what we do because I believe in it. Jim and I definitely believe in what we do, and we definitely feel it's important to share what's happening here on our farm and an understanding of what it takes to grow it, pick it, and package it and share it out to you.